Hello, traders. I'm Dana Shute, president of Top Gun Trading, and welcome to a new era of consistent success in the dynamic world of trading. I'm excited to introduce a groundbreaking tool that will redefine your trading experience and that we use every day in our own trading, the Top Gun Tactical Trade Filter, or simply TTF. In the fast-paced world of trading, accuracy and the ability to read price action correctly can be your greatest allies. The Top Gun Tactical Trade Filter is not just another indicator, it's your path to consistent trading success. The markets are a constant puzzle that consists of price action patterns that repeat every day. As a trader, the faster you are able to identify the patterns and identify the way prices will play out during the trading session, the more likely you are to be a consistently profitable trader. This is where Top Gun Trading enters the picture. Superior trade execution and bottom line results through accurate market direction identification is the mission of the Tactical Trade Filter. Top Gun Trade Zones and Top Gun Trader's Edge are designed to elevate your trading game, and at the core of our system lie our proprietary indicators, including one of the most critical indicators, the Tactical Trade Filter, crafted with over 25 years of trading experience. Now, we can't go into the specifics of exactly how the TTF works as it's proprietary information, and this is a public video. You'll have to purchase the TTF indicator in order to get that information. However, in this video, we will provide you with a great overview of how and why it works. Focusing your trading in alignment with the prevailing trend is a game changer. By aligning your trades with the day's primary trend, you can significantly reduce the risk of losses in the noise and volatility of daily trading. Tactical Trade Filter will become a cornerstone of our system, and it's a cornerstone of yours. It's refined through years of continuous enhancement. It isn't just an indicator, it's an indispensable tool that sets us apart from the competition. The Tactical Trade Filter indicator swiftly identifies the primary daily trend. Now, here's an important statistic all traders need to understand. Industry studies confirm that the day's high or low is often established within the first 60 to 90 minutes of trading. This statistic forms the basis of the TTF, a tool meticulously designed to predict intraday price direction. Now, here's why it's important. Mastering the interpretation of this simple yet powerful concept empowers you to navigate the trading session confidently. The Tactical Trade Filter becomes your trusted companion, ensuring you stay on the right side of the market. Mastering the interpretation of this simple yet powerful concept empowers you as a trader. Now let's take a quick overview of the indicator. Here we see the key components, the color-coded opening TTF line and the 60-minute opening range distribution line. Here is the TTF line, and this is the 60-minute distribution line. Now, depending on the distribution, the system and the indicator will automatically color code the TTF line. Here, red is a downward bias, green is an upward bias, orange is sideways or directionless, and this all depends on the distribution for the first hour. Depending on the first hour distribution, we know whether the opening range, low or high, will be expanded. Looking for distribution and looking for expansions of the opening range, high or low. And we know if it will be one or the other or both, and that all depends on the distribution. Even more powerful, once we layer our other proprietary indicators and key levels, price action starts to reveal itself even more and become even easier to read, and more importantly, to predict. So if we just layer in a couple of our indicators here, our market reaction zones from our other service, which is the Top Gun Trade Zones, I put those on the chart. These come out every morning at approximately 7:30, and the distribution, the way they are put on the charts, they go back 6 to 8 months. So these aren't just swing levels and things like that. These go back quite a ways. Okay, there they are. So these would have been on the chart before the market even opened down here at 7:30. So this is how powerful these are. I can just show you here. These would have come out probably about here. And you can see how price held these levels as market shifted back and forth. We went through that down to the 50% range extension and ended up finishing back in there. These are powerful, powerful zones. Now, when we use this in conjunction with the TTF, as you learn our method and system, it becomes even more so. Now, I will just show you one, put on a MACD here. We have a divergence as the price moved up into our zone. The distribution was 90% below. This is all automated here. 90% below. That tells us that this low is going to be broken. And at some point, probably most traders, when this was looking like this, they were expecting this to go all the way back up to here. But if you have our system and method and understand how to read the TTF, these are trades I actually took today. This divergence here into one of our zones, into a 50% range expansion, knowing that this should be broken because the opening range, these are all sellers in here. These are sellers. They are defending this by adding to their positions up here. I'm not talking retail traders. I'm talking institutions and major players are going to drive the price back down to this area. And that can be expected. So by knowing that, you could have this one trade here, this divergence, you need to know a little bit about how price moves, but this was a huge trade. You could even do this with options. When the price pushed up into here, you could have bought puts, sold puts down here, and played this as a spread, and that would have been quite profitable. So there are a number of ways to do that, but that's just one basic here indicator. Now we have a number of other indicators that are important. We use opening range quite a bit, and the way we use it is not like everyone else, because most people don't know how to use it correctly. So we'll put those on there, just another layer of information. That will take a minute because it's NinjaTrader. So I'll pause. And we'll give it a second here, but I will pull over while we're doing that, while that comes in. This is the manual. It is 25 pages long. It goes into very great detail of how to read the different types of setups and examples and things. It's not really super difficult, but that's how thorough we are, and it gives examples and it goes into that. So that is what you get along with the indicator. And the more you use it, the more you will become adept at using it. Well, once we layer these in here, the more you see and understand how our cohesive indicators work together, the more you will be able to basically predict price movement. Okay, so I'm going to move this down a little bit. I'll open this up. And I'll just point out a few things that we had in today's prices. I have an annotator here I need to put back on. Okay, so you can see this is the opening range. It's highlighted here, the overnight range, which is also very important. Is price was so far down. This is the opening overnight range, which is usually critical, but the price dumped so much coming into the open for the first trading day of the year that it didn't become a factor. 95% of the time it's a factor. So you can see how the opening, our TTF line also acts as a key level. Came back there a number of times. Using it in conjunction, this is the OR mid. That's the midpoint of the overnight range here. This is halfway. You can see how this acts as also support or resistance, depending on which side. People just focus on the VWAP, but VWAP is just one indicator, and it's nowhere near as powerful as the confluence of using these indicators together and understanding the importance of that. Would you have the confidence when price is driving down here this hard to understand that this is a buy? If you did, this went from 74 immediately almost back 86. That's 12 points. You could have been done with that one trade. And now I'm going to remove that. I won't go into super detail here. Here's the opening night range for the new session being established. I go in here and add a couple more indicators of our proprietary indicators. Let's see what else we have in here. Top gun fair value. We have the ADR projections, which is key. We use Murray math levels. I'm trying to see what else we have in here. The VWAP ADR. And we are big advocates of pivots. So we have two different Top Gun pivots that are very important, and they're dynamic and they change. And where is there it is. Okay, we'll give that a second to come on there. But the key thing to understand is that the way these interact with one another is vital. And I can trade any market with our indicators, and you will learn to be able to react in advance, not just passively waiting for the market to do something and then trying to figure out what it did. I can trade any market with these indicators, and there's something I call the Gretzky effect. The Gretzky, Wayne Gretzky, the greatest hockey player and the leading all-time points in the NHL. To give you an idea how many he has, if you took away all his goals just with his assists, he would still be the all-time points leader in the NHL. He was so dominating that at one point early in his career, a reporter asked him what he thought made him so much better than everyone else, like on a whole nother level. And he thought about it for a second and he said, well, I guess it's because most players go to where the puck is, but I go to where the puck is going to be. Essentially, he is seeing the plays develop ahead of time and going to where the puck is going to be, not where it is and chasing it. And essentially, that's what a good trader does, is not just react to prices. They know where it's going. And you'll see if you become a member of our services, especially the trade room, that in advance, a lot of times as it's up here, I will tell you that we're going down to here, and we'll stop here. We'll probably bounce and then head down, and I can predict that in advance. Am I right 100% of the time? No, but I'm right way more often than people who are passively waiting to see what price does, and I can predict it with exceptional accuracy. So now we have on some of the different Fibonacci levels. We have the fair value gaps, the Top Gun version of the fair value gap, and there's a lot of information that being garnered from there. So let's talk about the pricing. The TTF is priced at a slight premium because this indicator reflects immense value. Decades of actual trading experience, real-world successes, failures, and continuous testing and refinements went into developing this. That's what was required to create this tactical trade filter. And as a bonus, we do include this 25-page manual, which covers every aspect of the indicator. Now, we recommend you act swiftly on this. The Top Gun Tactical Trade Filter, it's a limited edition. We're limiting the initial release to 100 copies. I wasn't even sure I wanted to release it, but it's a key component of how we trade, and I am a big proponent of teaching a cohesive method that's successful for traders. There's so much junk out there and complete bullshit that I want to teach people to actually learn to trade. If they're motivated to do it, then you can learn. If you listen and learn, I can teach you. So we're considering a shift from just outright selling it to just doing a monthly licensing model, which would mean that you would lease it month after month, and that would be to maintain exclusivity and control over the product. If we go in that direction, that will be the only way you can own it. Will be on a month-to-month lease. But for now, we are going to release 100 copies of this. It's not a sales gimmick. It's just a testament to the significance of the tactical trade filter and our commitment to quality and to our client. So we highly suggest, if you want it, to secure your own ownership, or you can wait, and then when it goes to a month-to-month model, you'll see how valuable it is. Probably within a couple weeks of using it. But don't miss this opportunity before it transitions to an all monthly lease. Make the choice that serious traders rely on for an edge in the market. The TTF's an investment in your future trading success, and we promise it will change your trading and the way you view the market. We look forward to seeing you in the trading room. Mr. Dana Shute, thank you.